Today I want to review with you the bowl sanding system I use, the ultimate sanding system from WoodturnersWonders. I've tried a bunch of them, and this is the one I like the best, so I just wanted to review it with you. Hi, my name's Mike Peace. I'm passionate about wood turning, and I want to share my tips, tricks, and tips. Hi, y'all. Mike Peace. I'm passionate about wood turning, and I'm here to share with you my tips, tricks, and techniques to help you become a better wood turner. You know, I've made a bunch of sanding mandrels in the past, as well as tried a number of different commercial ones, and let me tell you, you can do it. You can make them. You got to gather different kinds of foam and cut you some wood, and you got to decide whether you're going to use some kind of shank system to hold it for quick change. I've made that too long. Whether you want to use a bolt, I made this one too thick. Whether you want to thread it on using a coarse rod coupler in your drill. And they work. I need to make some more because either I wasn't happy with some of them I had, or they wore out, or I need additional grits. You've got to gather together, like I say, the different kinds of foam, mouse pads, wrist supports, closed cell foam, carpet. You know, there's all kinds of things. You got to come up with the right kind of wood you want to use, whether it's Baltic birch, some kind of hardwood. You got to decide what kind of glue you think is going to hold it on and withstand the heat of the temperature. You got to source a bunch of Velcro to use. So there's several things you got to put together. I'm here to tell you, for me, it wasn't worth it. For you, your mileage may vary, but I think when you're making a make or buy decision, for wood turning, there's four considerations you want to have. The first one, is it cheaper? And you could, if you don't value your labor, you could cobble something together and save a couple of bucks. By the time you accumulate all the parts and source everything, you're not going to save a whole lot of money, especially if you put any value on your time. The second consideration is, are you going to make a better product? And frankly, I came to the conclusion I couldn't make a better product. So some of mine didn't work out real well. They came apart. I made the stems the wrong size, and the list goes on. I may do, they worked. I managed to make them work, but I wasn't real happy with them. Is it faster to make it yourself versus buying it? No, you can order it from Ken, or if you see him at a symposium, you can buy it a lot cheaper than you can source all the parts and put them all together. The last consideration, is it more fun? And if you're a kind of person that likes to make things and make jigs and get a lot of satisfaction out of it, you might find this consideration weighs in the half of making it. For me, it didn't. After I made the first couple, any more than that, it was just kind of a hassle. I'd rather be turning, frankly. Now, I do want to say, I'm not paid for endorsing Ken's product. I will say that he gave me a set of his ultimate sanding solution to evaluate. Okay, this is one of a series of videos I've done on sanding, and this one is just going to be on the ultimate sanding system. But let me show you what you get. Basically, you get a 3-inch system, that's this, and you get a 2-inch system that looks just like it, except the foam backups and the stem or mandrel is for 2-inch. And this uses a roll-lock system. I think this is used in the automotive industry, and it just slips on and slips off. And the beauty of it is, once you put this into your drill and tighten it down, all you got to do is run these on and off. Now the challenge, if you've got, let me get a different type of mandrel. Ken sells these as well, but this tends to be a little more expensive solution if you want a quick change, if you want to swap all these out. But when you go to taking the Velcro sanding discs on and off with every grit, it's just a matter of time before you destroy the Velcro. Ken's got Ken's solution by using this Rolox is you have a different foam back adapter for every grit. You mark the grit on there so you can keep up with it. And then you just simply take those and on and off. He showed that in a video earlier when I did a road trip to his place, how he has a rack on the wall where he just pops those things in. So it comes with 5 sets of 3-inch pads, 3-inch pads, 5 sets of 2-inch pads. It also comes with these foam interface adapters. It comes with 5 sets for the 2-inch, and it comes with 5 sets. I've already been using these things on the 3-inch, and then you just swap it on and swap it off as you use it. In addition, these interface pads reduce the loss of overheating that tends to kill your Velcro. And of course, part of that is, slow down, don't sand as fast, as I've talked about earlier. But these interface pads are an inexpensive solution to reduce that. And if you do have a problem with losing your Velcro on the edge, this system comes with 5 replacement sets of the 3-inch and 5 sets of the 2-inch. That's they're easy to take off. You can put one of these things in a Jacob's chuck and use a skew to take this off, and they've got self-adhesive, so it puts it on. So like I say, I like it. It's a good system. If you want to do some hand sanding, you just grab the Rolox because it gives you a nice soft grip if you have to do a little hand sanding, or you can grab it for a spindle, although I prefer a cheaper solution for spindle sanding by getting strips of paper, as I talked about in an earlier video. One of the other things that I like about this is the quality with which this thing is made. You can see they've got a brass insert here, which is just a really nice touch for these things to come together and lock and hold up real well. These threaded, looks like zinc locks in the middle look like they should hold up for the life of the system, I suspect. The other thing I like about the Ultimate Sanding Solution, as I mentioned, I got it from Ken Reza. I've known Ken for a number of years. Ken is a great guy to deal with, and it's good when you're buying things from somebody you have confidence and trust, and I trust Ken to do the right thing. At the time of shooting this video, July 2018, his basic system cost about $60 without the sanding discs, and sanding discs are extra. He's got some other sanding products. I'm going to put a link to his site below. If you've got any comments, I'd appreciate hearing about them. Again, leave them in the comments below. Any experiences you had in using the Ultimate Sanding Solution.
Keep a different grit of paper on each different holder. You make up a little masonite board like this, and these are the Rolox mandrels that stay in your electric drill, and they screw on that quickly. I have obviously more than one kit on the board. I'm a little spoiled, what can I say, but I have one with every grit of paper that I sell in the purple. This is our purple.
And this is your personal sanding setup,
is
that right?
This is my sanding station that I use. And so when I'm done with the 180 grit, okay, I'll do my sanding with the thing in the drill. When I'm done with it, I'll put it back up on the board. And then I grab the 240 grit one and I put it on there. And I do my sanding, and I'm done with it, I put it back up on the board. So so you can easily see how quickly, get my thing on here, how quickly and easily it keeps track of the paper, keeps track of the grits. The only time you take the paper off is when you throw the grits away.
I've yet to make a storage rack like Ken's that I showed in his shop. If you missed that behind-the-scenes shop visit to WoodturnersWonders, I'll leave a link here, and you can go back and pick that up. At the time of making this in August 2018, this system cost about $60. And as I mentioned, that doesn't include the sandpaper disc. If you're in the market for a sanding solution, I'll put a link to Ken's site, WoodturnersWonders, in below in the description to this video. I've retired all my shop-made manuals, and I'm going to be consolidating and sticking with Ken's manuals for 2-inch. And if you have any favorite sanding tips, or you got any comments about the ultimate sanding solution based on your experience, please leave them in the comments below. Y'all stay safe and come on back here.